Hello and welcome to Stream Not Streaming. I am aware last time that I probably said the actual title incorrectly, which is not a good way to start off a new series. But um, yeah, so we did finish the wow, okay, really not a good way to start off the second episode. That's all right. Well, it seems that someone's answered it. Okay, so you saw what I had done last week at the very beginning. So you know that's all finished. So now I'm just going to be working on a bit of concept art for today. I was going to be actually working on a scene, but production team is still working on certain little bits, so probably won't be doing that until next week. But I've already got some comments going in the on the profile page, and and it's from Matt, who says, "What are your thoughts on DC joining the cinematic universe?" I am pretty sure they have had some films before. I'm gonna actually have to comment on that one. But while I'm doing so, I'll be opening up a new project. It won't let me comment for some reason. Why won't you let me comment? Um, so we're gonna go with industry standard 1920 by 180 pixel setting resolution. I know that my resolution on certain other photos has been like 43, but apparently that should be okay. Okay, so I'm gonna reply to this comment before we actually get going. Um, I thought they had films. I just spelled films wrong correctly already. Okay. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be designing one of the sets for one of the planets. One of them being a holographic planet, and the nature of the planet is not only the capital planet, if you will, out of the planets that we have, but it's also just basically a giant shopping mall or sort of a market. So this shot probably won't be used at all in the actual series, but I want to get an idea of what we're going to be doing. So perhaps I'm going to start off with adding some just a background color for now. So we'll start off with a new layer. We'll just add in that new background color. Bearing in mind, I've never actually done concept art before, so this could be awful, but again, it's just getting a better idea of what the environment's going to look like once I actually hand it over to someone who knows what they're doing. Just replying to one of the messages. Okay. Right. Okay. So what I'm really going for is a combination of the markets that they have on Tatooine in Star Wars. I know I'm trying to steer away from as much from Star Wars as possible, but you got to go back to your roots a bit, I guess. Some of the markets in Firefly, I guess, them being two very good sci-fis. So many brush options. It's gonna be a bit tricky to just choose one. Matt's not yet replied to the DC comment. I honestly thought they had films before. That is a little bit confusing, but whatever. And I have no idea when I started this capture. I'm gonna say that it was 10 past 12. So we're gonna end at 10 past 1. Right. Okay. So I suppose good place as any is to start off with some of the market stall stands. Now I don't really want to be going with the sandy option because that was in Firefly as well as in Star Wars, so I want to do something a bit more unique, and I'm going to have a Tic Tac. I've become absolutely addicted. So good. Okay. I think we got a comment. They have animated ones, but now they have Superman, Man of Steel plus Superman vs. Batman Justice League Part 1 and 2. Okay. Note to self: don't eat Tic Tacs while recording. It's a bit unprofessional, but I just had egg on toast, so I needed something. All right, so I guess he meant the overall premise of them having films instead of just a recent thing. So he is acknowledging that we have things like the Dark Knight trilogy, and he mentioned Batman versus Superman and Man of Steel. Being a Marvel fan, naturally I prefer that, but I'm not going to say that that Batman films like Batman are in any way bad, because they're fantastic. My problem lies with things more like Man of Steel, which for me suffered with one of the same issues as Ultron did, in terms of there was just too much going on and too much CGI. I mean, obviously that's needed at times, but it suffered from that quite heavily. I have no idea what this. Ooh, it's making horribleness. No, go away. There you go. So, yeah, overall, I think it's a fantastic idea that they've started to do films, but they need to be careful not to fall into the same trap as Marvel have, because it can really ruin a film for me. I know many other people certainly didn't see it that way, and that's fair enough. But for me, okay, that's a good brush. Yeah, for me, I can't get along with the films that have really, really quick shots that are CGI. I don't know why, it's really weird. But yeah, those are my thoughts. I think it's a great idea. They've got more than enough content. If I guess you could if you wanted to. Wow, I'm not doing well with this mouse today. If you wanted to build on that question, Matt, you could ask, what film would you like to see out of the content that we have in terms of the comic books? And I would absolutely love to see either an Aquaman film, which I know that we might be getting with, and forgive me if I pronounce his name incorrectly, but Drogo from Game of Thrones, and also I'd really like to see Harley Quinn movie, perhaps, or no, I think Harley Quinn or Aquaman for me. I don't think there's anyone else in the DC universe that I really want to see, to be honest. Okay, so we got another question. What area is this set for Earth? What era is this set for Earth? Is it slightly in the future or present time? I'd say slightly in the future, because I mentioned in the sum up that we're going to have things like the ability to put people in stasis, which I'm not sure, not being a scientist or keeping on top of what's going on in terms of science, I don't know whether it's possible to put people in stasis yet, but yeah, so I'd say very slightly in the future. But thank you for your question, Simon and Matt. So yeah, like I said, I've never really done concept art before. I'm really not liking how it's looking already. But I'm just trying to get a general idea of how this city's going to look, because really I think it's going to be a combination of three main colours. It's going to be sort of a luminous pink, a luminous yellow, that's really not luminous, so a luminous yellow, and a luminous blue. And the whole reason why I chose to do this planet was entirely because how cool would it be to have an episode where the planet had a power cut, and how devastating would that be? One of the questions that came up when I was coming up with this idea was how can you have people standing on a holographic planet? And then again, going back to Star Wars, you have the one-way shield doors, which are essentially just light and holographic. But that's what I was more going for, instead of the holographic projections where you can just sort of put your hand through them. So yeah, that answers that question. Obviously, we're going to have a bit of a capital city thing going on here. We're going to have all the stalls going on, but then we really want something a bit more going on in the background. So just add a bit more variety. I think I might use a pencil for this one. And then I'll do that perhaps. Go for a grey. So I was thinking of following some of the architecture that we have here in England. So if we start off with the roof, and then go for a domed appearance, perhaps. And just round it off with perhaps a spire. I know it's going to be out of shot, but then you got that. You got that going on there. And then perhaps, I don't know, a balcony area along here. Again, concept art, and I am using a mouse. I do want to get my drawing tablet working on my Mac, but because as soon as I do, it's going to be so much easier to do these things. So using a mouse. Already that's uneven, but you get the general gist. We're going to have a balcony here. So that's the first floor. It's kind of like the penthouse, where you're going to have all the rich and powerful. I do also want to have a police force. I did have my friend Luke. He did some concept art for a spaceship, and I said I wanted to use it as the police force, except it kind of looked like the one from Stargate. Only kind of. I'm still going to retain that it only kind of looked like the one from Stargate. But yep. Just continuing to look at the comments. So perhaps sort of like a grey skirt that the chapel itself will stand on. Oh good, it's raining. That's refreshing weather for England. I've got to go out soon. So perhaps this will sort of tower above the villages or the markets. I don't know whether I'll have the finished thing as the beginning, as the intro, or next to the stream not streaming picture. But if so, hopefully it'll look a little bit better than it is looking right now, because I'm not liking it right now. I don't know why the hell I don't just use the pencil tool. It's so much more efficient than the paintbrush tool. Paintbrush tool is all got the faded outlines. At least this is actually solid. See, so we're learning new things. Things that we probably should have already learned. Wow, it's really coming down hard out there. Really bizarre weather today. It's just sort of on and off rain. It's almost like you walk through these patchy spells of rain, and you can almost evade them. I don't really bother on the way home from work, to be honest, though. I'm so tired, rain was the least of my problems. Okay. So I'm going to add a bit of a battlement thing going on here. All about the battlements. Anyone you talk to in regards to the Minecraft Let's Plays that we used to do might tell you that I was quite crazy about battlements. all about the battlements. I still feel like this is a bit bare. I mean, maybe we'll have windows here. Maybe we'll keep it bare. But I want to have sort of like a radio antenna sticking out of the side. Perhaps following something along this design. And okay, that looks extremely phallic. I just had a horrible thought that I might not be doing it on the right layer, but I am. I had that problem last night. I can't remember what I was working on. I really can't remember what I was working on. But yeah, I've completely forgotten what size the brush was, but it doesn't matter right now. Well, something I do want to have is a sky, but we still haven't established how many suns we're going to have in this universe. I suppose it being a brand new universe entirely, we could have something completely different, not a normal looking sunset or sunrise. So here is what I'm thinking. The doorbell's very quiet. Okay, so I'm just going to hide all of this and start off with a brand new one. I'm actually going to go with a dark green. How bizarre is that? Okay, here's our dark green. And now I'm going to add in some stars. Luckily, because I've now discovered that the pencil tool is so much better than the pen, I might just use that. Just oh yeah, because I'm still there we go. Now I am suddenly mindful of the fact that that I haven't actually put any textures in, because right now wait, there you go, doesn't really look that much. So I might add a couple more stars into the shot, keeping an eye on the old timey-wimey. Seems to be alright. Okay, so there are our stars. There are buildings going to be on top of it. I'm thinking a new layer. This layer will be on top of the green one, so it's already alright. And we're going to completely change it by adding in a dark turquoisey blue. Is turquoise green or blue? Well, why has it done that? Oh, okay. Never really worked that one out. Okay. And now this will be our texture page, where we'll start to add something a little bit more. Well, something a little bit more. Okay, so it's just basically, this is basically a better than the paintbrush tool in every way. But I might go back to the paintbrush tool. This is going to be an hour of me choosing the brush. Oh yeah, I can always change the opacity, can't I? Okay. So what I'm thinking now is a because the light off the planet can sometimes affect the night sky. Like here in England, it really depends where you are. You can sometimes stand and see this eerie orange glow in the distance, and that's London. It's just from the light pollution. So I guess we could say the luminous purple of Trongle is giving off this eerie purple glow, but I'm gonna need to turn down the opacity a bit, maybe even more. No, that's too much. Rest somewhere near 50. Oh, I like that, where it sort of crosses over. That's nice. Now, how does that look on top of the green? Oh, we won't be able to see it. Okay. If we change the opacity of this layer. Oh no. Sorry, I'm really just experimenting with this. It's interesting. I want to add possibly a blue in there, because the turquoise is sort of gone now. Let's add a light blue, not quite turquoise, actually more blue. No, that was too much. I might actually change the brush. Ooh. Let's enhance this a bit. No. It's really difficult to try and get this right. Imagine these as sort of like lens flares on the actual atmosphere, just purely because there's just so much going on the planet below. Okay. So that's an idea. I'm not sure whether I like it, but it's definitely something. Okay, so let's go back to this, because this seems more hopeful. Now, see, while I was doing that, I was sort of straying again towards the sandstone look, sort of like in Minecraft, where it'd be, I don't know, sort of like that. But I really don't want to copy that idea. Perhaps we'll go with the real sort of police look and go with the blues and twos blue, just to see what it looks like. And then we could always add the sandstone around the columns at the top. Okay. Yeah. Why the hell didn't I use pencil? It just blends so much nicer than the other way. Okay. So, I think I've selected the bottom one. Yeah. So if we now go yellow and then put it down to a sort of creamy colour, we can have that. Perhaps add a bit of sinister to it, with blood out the windows. Okay. I'll probably just grey for the rest of the antenna. There we go. Okay. I don't really know what I'm going to do for the battlements, as I have not really completed them yet. I kind of need to relearn what the actual brush size was, because it certainly wasn't that. I'll just go with that and then change it down to 8 perhaps. Okay. 8's looking good. The colour's not, but you can easily extract that. Now I'm trying to work out whether it should be a windy path or just a straight path. I'm thinking more windy, because then it adds a bit of chaos to it instead of being all organised. Because the only form of authority is the police palace, if you will. Still no new comments. I'll just say answered both. Any more questions? I keep on turning off my phone for no real reason, other than I am a fool. Okay, so let's see how that looks. So I'm already starting to actually kind of like it, and I'm being quite brutal with this series in terms of the stuff that we do, because I want this to actually be something quite special. I'm thinking that we need a landing pad over here. I know I said originally that this was going to be the only big structure, but I am mindful of the fact that that there will be people coming into land and to do their daily shop. Wow, imagine that car park full of spaceships. It's kind of cool. I guess in doing this I will have to almost divulge one of the designs for the spaceships. But hopefully shouldn't give too much away. Gotta keep on refreshing the screen. That's on my phone, not on my PC. There's nothing interesting on the newsfeed either. Okay. So I want a unique design for a landing pad. I was going to go with sort of like these lights around it, but then I'm mindful of the fact that that is following a design from Star Wars, so I'm not going to do that. Let's put the ship on first. So for those who don't know, we're actually following a sort of Japanese junk style ship for the actual starships. Wow, that was nasty. That wasn't very good either. Is it a practical idea? Probably not, but it's definitely an interesting one, and one that has been explored before, unfortunately. It's not entirely unique to us. Treasure Planet did it. Sinbad did it. I'm not entirely sure whether there have been any others that have done it, but those are the ones that I know of that have gone with a similar, if not the same, design. Okay. Now we're going to go really into detail. So we really do need the colour for these wings, or the sails, I suppose. We're going to go with sort of a solar glider orange and I'm not sure which side this person's fighting for, but we'll say for now that he's neutral, like a bounty hunter. And then we'll just add in some. Actually, I only want the veins coming in from the side, or from the outline. There we go. And perhaps have a split off each one like that. Oh no. And zoom out. Okay. I'm not sure how I feel about that part. That part I'm really happy with, but this part I'm not too sure of. I might actually add to this while I'm debating that. I'm being mindful of the time, but we still have some minutes left. Oh, that quite wasn't the size of the original paintbrush. Let's get rid of that and then get out this tool. There we go. And then let's have a look at the palace again. I suppose now would be a good time to actually design a logo for the police, because I'm quickly going to draw out some of the logos I already know. I mean, this one, for those who don't know, is the symbol for the Four Spears, which is sort of meant to be the beyond evil society in Iron Trails. They're just mental. So now I've got to come up with a design for the police. Not too sure, to be honest. It'd be nice if I had someone sit next to me to be able to perhaps give me some ideas, but I'm sure I'll be able to come up with something. I have another question now from Simon, who says, the evil scientist who felt unappreciated, what if he wasn't creating an EMP device but an emergency source which malfunctioned? It's an interesting idea. I guess perhaps some of the people who supported him could use that as an excuse, but what I was really set on was that was what happened, because I'm sure everyone knows what it's like to feel unappreciated. So, but you have extreme versions of that, and that's when someone with the know-how could create a weapon of that nature that could cause that amount of destruction. But yeah, I'd be happy to integrate that as the feeling that some people have towards the scientist. Don't know how well this one's going to play out, but we'll see. Okay, so this looks like a rather bizarre sex toy. What it really is a judge's hammer, but I'm not sure whether it looks better from far away. I don't know. You know what? Not gonna have it. I didn't like it. Kind of spoilt it. What I will have though, I will add some texture onto the building with my paintbrush. Ooh, that's kind of nice actually. Ooh. 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 No, that's a bit too much, methinks. Perhaps if we shorten that down to, I don't know, something like that, and then, oh, it's still a bit, perhaps 400 if possible, or as close to it. Can't do that. I'm just kind of, I want to make it look a bit grubby because it's alright, I suppose. Does it look bizarre with the weird sunset? I suppose it's time now to add some grounds or some horizons, or just the one perhaps for today. And for that we'll probably be needing another layer, and we're gonna have color. Which I did have an idea, but I'm not sure that it would work. But for now, because I'll say that each continent is held up by the or each pathway is held up by the holographic properties. It's not all, you're not all going to be standing on holograms. There's sort of like, there's the hologram, and then you've got, I don't know, worst colours ever to explain this. And then you've got the pathway above it. And you've got all the pathways branching off, and then when the power goes out, it's like, everything falls down slowly. It doesn't all just implode in on itself. But yeah, that's what I wanna go for. So I suppose we could add, this could be a path, and we'll have that grayed off. Perhaps take the grey again, zoom in, and then grey it off. Zoom out. Don't know why I get all snuffly while I'm doing these. I'm still going to say it's early set hay fever. Although the more I say it, the less early it is. I don't know what colour I want to have the path. I don't want everything to be too abstract, because it's just going to look a bit. It's going to look a bit odd eventually. That's an interesting colour though. That might be good. Oh wow, okay. Completely forgot that I was... Okay, why have you done that? It's really odd. Alright. Oh wow, okay. Why? I guess this is why we use the paintbrush tool half the time. Oh, I want it on that layer. Okay, I get that. I get that why that would be fuzzy. But I don't get why that has sort of failed to connect. Oh, wait. Okay. Now I know why. That's annoying. Oh wow, alright. If we switch those around. Re-get the colour back. God. I hate this hay fever. Not good. Okay, and then draw that over. Sorry, kids. Don't do that. Just flip around. Okay. Excellent. We now have a working, of sorts, path leading away from the Citadel, or the Police Academy. I guess in a way. Oh, excuse me. I'm guessing in a way I'm basing this again around a concept from Star Wars, where the Sith Academy was the center of Dromund Kaas. Was Dromund Kaas? Sorry, I'm just trying to remember whether it was Dromund Kaas or not. Yes, because Korriban was the sandy one, and Dromund Kaas was the woodland and city one. I don't know why Facebook keeps on flashing at me. I don't like it. Freaking me out. Okay. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with the stands. I mean, they look very very bad, but this I'm really liking. Oh yeah, the horizon. We need to do that. Oh, sorry, the ground. So I'm thinking of having it perhaps this is the purple continent, and then having that just color completely over. Then using the mouse tool, hopefully, yeah, we'll be able to move it all the way down and have it just sort of there, and then have this below this, That's above that, and then add in the. Oh wow, okay. Actually, there we go. So why don't we have the path? Why isn't the path there? It's a bit confused. Oh, okay. There we go. Now we got the path back. So you get the general idea, I guess. I want to have some silhouetted things in the background, just to show that this market stretches on for miles. Absolute maze and maze. So this time we're going to change to black. I will be sticking with the pencil tool, simply because it's the easiest to use in what I want to do. Wow, please, everyone, just stop calling. We love you, but there really is no need. So I'm really looking forward to my walk. It's going to be fun. Walks are the best. Oh wow, I did it on the horizon. Will that be bad? I don't know whether that will be bad. Would that be bad? Might be bad. I don't know. I know that you can't really see these, but in fact, actually, I might get rid of that, just so we can continue with this. This, in many ways, is just so the production team can get more of an idea of what I'm trying to create, and they can be like, yeah, there's that terrible piece of concept art that Alex did. Let's actually make it good. Let's create Trongle as it's meant to be, not this abomination. So essentially now all we have to do is just blacken this out. I'm not sure whether that's going to work because of the fact that I drew it on the horizon, but you know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. It'll be fine. It won't. Oh wow, it actually worked. Okay. That works so much better than I honestly thought it would. That is quite exciting. I mean, if I feel that the sky's a bit too much, then I'll change it around a bit. Yeah, that looks alright. We perhaps move the castle down a bit, actually. Oh wow, no, not that one. This one, and position it there. Then that looks better. And now we get to do some stuff with the top. See, it's all coming into place. Call me mad, but I planned this all from the beginning. Switcheroo that around a bit. So apparently Game of Thrones isn't as good as it has been. Apparently we've had a couple of episodes that dragged, because we had those episodes that leaked. I honestly thought that it was going to be a pretty amazing series, but apparently not. I've only watched up to the end of season 3, so I still have a lot to catch up on. But I did that intentionally because I want to wait until season 5 comes out, and then just smash out seasons 4 and 5 together. And that'll be a really cool marathon to do. Show that they are authority. Authoritative colour is gold and purple. So I'll say, ooh, is that annoying dragging thing? Yeah. There we go. That's a lovely yellow. That's really nice. I like it. See, the sky's actually looking better, I feel, which is nice because I was originally quite concerned about it. So here's my next step. I'm actually going to take layer 5. I'm going to duplicate it. Yeah, and then have that below this layer. And I actually want to move. Oh, whoa. Okay, I forgot about that. Actually move layer 6 up a bit. Do you know why it's not fitting on the entire screen? Oh wow, why is it? Oh, okay. I don't know why the top of that house there is purple, but it will soon not be the case. Can we actually? No, we can't. Okay. Fair enough. Oh, why is it now so much smaller? Oh, it's not. It's just. Wow, this is tricky. Okay, so we now raised the houses up a bit, and there is actually a reason for it. What I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and add a inner glow to it, but I want it to be white, just because plain white light is that color. And then we drag that back down again. Actually, if we zoom in, because then we get a more precise look at what we're doing. There we go. Looks better. Wonderful. I'm not sure whether it looks like it's glowing or whether it's snowed on it, but I'm gonna say it looks like it's glowed. Yeah, we'll go with that. Don't know why it's only saying that I've done for. Oh, okay, because yeah, that makes more sense. Probably need to colour in the ship a bit, and perhaps sort out. But I'm starting to like the sky a bit more. I'm still a bit skeptical on it, but all in all, much better than I thought it would go. I thought this was going to be a rather half-assed episode, but turns out it might actually be alright. So now I'm going to take away all these and actually work on the sky. And I might even go back to the paintbrush tool, and then go on to that colour. And ooh, okay, I'm well aware that I haven't got that layer selected. I now do. Okay, that's way too small. Let's boost it up to that, perhaps. Why? Stop unselecting the target layer. It's really annoying. Okay, yeah, let's put it up to that. And what I'm going to create with this is a shooting star. How I'm going to do that, God alone knows. Oh, that's nice. I'll do it that way. And then if I mess it up, like if I mess up the star, then all I've got to do is just redo it. I don't believe shooting stars actually go across the sky in that direction. I don't know. I mean, when it's hidden away, it actually looks alright. Whoa, why is... Oh, okay, because it's a glow all the way around. Looks okay. I will probably throw this up onto the Facebook page before I go out, so everyone can see the efforts of episode 2. What I want to work on now, though, is the actual the horizon itself. So if we get rid of the buildings once again, perhaps get rid of the copy, and then we're just left with this and this. Because I want it to be almost primitive technology, so it's almost like it's constantly unstable. So perhaps if we could, I'm not sure whether I can draw with a glow. I don't think I can. I'm gonna have to choose a brush that does the job just as good. I wonder if that will work. Oh, okay. I now see my giant problem. Oh no, don't step backwards, step forwards. I want my shooting star trail back. I hadn't selected the layer. That was a bit silly. That's the layer I want. Nah, see, I wanted it to do just one hair, but it's decided to do more than one. Okay. Oh wow, that's really annoying now. I want it to be on that layer. Now see, this is where I can't become unstuck, because so far it's actually been going alright. And now is where it just goes wrong. No idea what that's even doing. Ooh. Interesting. Really not interesting colour. I think I need to watch a couple of Planet tutorials just to get a greater idea of what I'm actually doing. I don't know why it's... Oh, okay. I'm blurring it. It's been a long time since I've used a blur tool. Damn. Okay, let's go there. Oh, goody-o, it's raining again, no. This is just a real stab in the dark. And... no, that's a stupid idea. What, why? Okay, sorry, I thought the path had some sort of weird highlight on it. Okay. See, what I really want is just for it to look like it's constantly busy. But I don't really know how to achieve this. This might be something I have to leave up to you, creative people. But oh wow, this is really going to start to get on my nerves. Let's turn the opacity back up to 100. Isn't it? It just looks better. Oh gosh, we are really going to lose our times. Really don't want to go outside. It's so unpleasant. Okay, I got an idea. Let's the chat's gone dead. There is no more on the chat. And I've answered everyone's questions. Oh, okay. Oh wow, sweet Jesus, why has that happened? Oh wow, probably because it's on 5,000 instead of 35, which would be more comfortable. See, this is what I want, sort of like an electrical effect, like the planet's surface is almost deadly to stand on, but you've got these paths. So when the planet actually gives out, you don't only have the effect of like continents falling down, but perhaps the pathways fall into the electric field, and then you end up dying that way. I don't know. That, again, something that we're going to have to discuss, but it's a cool idea. I want to finish off this before I log off. so to speak. Why is that like that? Don't know why that's like that. Okay. Let's do the battlements a different colour. Let's go with perhaps a different blue. Oh, okay. Well, something terrible's happened. I don't know what. Yep, that's what that would be. Why has that done that? Oh, okay. Hee hee, silly me. There we go. Wow. What hope does this project have when I can't even do this properly? Or perhaps colour in those. See, people say that I'm good at drawing sometimes, but am I though? Am I really? There we go, there's someone. Oh wow, okay. Don't know why it's doing that. I think it's because of the fuzz that I put on it, but I don't know. I still don't know why there's a hole there. There shouldn't be. Apparently there is. Okay, yeah. So that's just a general idea of what I want for Trongle, where we have loads of markets. More of the markets in the background, although they're looking more like skyscrapers, and then the central item, which is the police and the authority figures headquarters. So I think we're about done for episode 2. Yeah, 57 minutes, about now. So thank you very much for watching Stream Not Streaming. I will actually get the title right for once. If you have any comments or speculations on what we should be doing next, put them in the comments section below. And I will hopefully see you guys for the next episode. And obviously for the people who are part of the production team, feel free again to comment in the post or whatever that I put on the group page, so you could have a shout out or have any questions answered on the stream itself. And if you want to be part of it, then just send me a Facebook message and I'll see what I can do. Alright, see you guys later.